Thanks, Alistair. So my name is Liz Hoskin, and my company's called Positive Qualities. You're in for a wee treat this evening. We're going to have some fun. We talk about networking, and as far as I'm concerned, networking doesn't work. It's not working. And what I mean by that is, we all go to events and we rush into the room and people hand out their cards and they get rid of as many cards as they can, and then after it, they don't always hear back. So tonight I'm going to share with you our formula for making positive connections, which just takes networking up that little bit more. Makes it more enjoyable. I'll also show you how to get a free trip to America with it. But without further ado, let's get started and let's get into this positive connection formula. Before I start though, I just need to ask a question. Who did networking training at school? Can you put your hand up? No one. So do schools not do this? Do you think they should do it? I think they really should, because it really helps you. Because tonight, the people who stood up, that was so good. You came across very well, and it's so difficult to even stand up sometimes. And sometimes it's just great when you sit back down. Yes, and you have your wine. Right, so let's get started. Textbooks. This is called expectancy. Now, nothing to do with being pregnant, ladies. It's all about expecting. Now, engage your heart, but expect the evening, expect the event to go well. Go in and expect it. Because see, when you expect to have a good time, do you have a good time? Yeah. Do you ever feel that excitement? I was excited tonight. Because here the noise up the back was fantastic. There was a real buzz. Because you were all chit-chatting away to each other, so it was really, really lovely, especially if some of you don't know each other. So there was a nice kind of buzz going on. The expectancy piece, how did you get into a state of expectancy? Anybody know?
I could say alcohol.
Alcohol, it does help sometimes. However, it can also take you off on the wrong piece. So the expectancy is, have something that you're looking forward to, but you feel it in your stomach. There's that, just a wee butterfly feeling. Do you ever feel butterflies? Or that wee bit of excitement? Have you ever felt goosebumps up your arms? If you feel goosebumps, you are in for a treat. Because that's energy. It's energy. And if you've got energy riding up and down your arms, what happens is you give out that energy. Does anyone do the law of attraction here? Right? It's the law of attraction. You give out, we all vibrate now, some more than others, but we do all vibrate, and we vibrate at different speeds, and you will attract people with the same speed. So if you are not expecting it to be really good and thinking, have you ever sort of said, don't think this is going to be very good, and is it not very good? Probably yes. And it's that kind of thing, and when you're feeling down and you start to moan, you will attract much more people. Because people like to have a good moan, especially in Scotland. We do like to say, how are you? Oh, no bad. Oh, it could be better. Oh, I so could be better. Or, I've got my problems, and you think, oh, okay, that's right. I don't need to hear anymore. So the next one is the O. And opening your mind to opportunities and possibilities. Because if you go in with an open mind, it's amazing what you can find. And we run a children's charity, so we have a charity called Positive Possibilities. So all the work we do with companies, we do with young children. So we do it with probably 14 to about 18-year-old kids. Now if I say kids, I'll get shot. But they're young. And we give them a lot of the tools and techniques that we do in business, but the biggest thing about them is they're so hungry to learn things. They're so hungry to find things out. So, thinking about opportunities, we were at a tendering seminar yesterday, and we were sitting in the tendering seminar, and I really didn't want to go because tendering for me is a bit like paint drying. Don't know if anyone feels the same. It's like loads of paper and you think, God, what am I supposed to put in here? So we're sitting at the seminar, but I got a rush of expectancy because the first guy that came in and sat down said, I've got a problem. And I thought, okay, we'll see what this problem is before we change tables. But he said, I've got this problem. I'm working with young people just now, and next year I'm working with around about 100. Next year I'm going to have 300. I'm going to have a real problem because we don't have enough staff to do this. And I said to him, and you sat at our table. We run a children's charity, we can help you. And he went, really? Yeah, have you got a card? And we changed cards and we said, right, before we finish tonight, we'll get a date in the diary. And it was as easy as that. But again, I was open to opportunity. Then someone else said something in their introduction, and I thought, David sounds really good as well, because he's doing something with social enterprise, I must speak to him. But he came out looking for us, and he was really excited, because he came right up to me, and I got such a fright. But it was a lovely fright, if you can have such a thing. But he came up and he started speaking to me about the social enterprise.